Well, good morning to you, good morning. Friday the 16th of June 2023. For those of you that follow such things, today is the day that we describe as the Solemnity of the Sacred Heart of Jesus. Now I know there are people around the world celebrating other things, some of which are quite unspeakable and distasteful. But I know amongst many of you, celebrating anything to do with Jesus on a Friday is a good thing. And I know that some of you will be in different ways, but yeah. But it's that time of day for taking stock. What have I got to do today? Yeah, I've going to issue an invitation to brother Richard Peake, R. Peake, you know the guy, beard, rat rod, lives in Georgia, and I need him to come and do an official taste test on this blue cherry tomato. They need a bit more stringing up. As you can see, they're growing very, very quickly. Yes, and they need a bit of watering, and Brussels sprouts need watering, and tomatoes need watering. We did have a drop of rain yesterday evening, but it didn't actually amount to very much. It was enough to dampen the ground, but not seriously water it. But look at that beast. Just for scale. What's that, about 15 inches long, isn't it? Yeah, and there's a nice little one, and there's a fat one. I think some people are going to get lucky this weekend. I shall be giving away some courgettes. I'm not going to have a draw and send them to subscribers or anything like that. They will go to people that live in France that eat courgettes. I've got a whole team of trained courgette eaters waiting for them. It's very important that you train people to eat a courgette or a zucchini. You know, call it what you will, it's the same thing. Yes, leek beds need a bit of weeding, but they're beginning to do quite nicely. Yes, more tomatoes. These are going to be red tomatoes. Yes, I better start training some apprentice tomato eaters. If you go to the brico-marché, they sell very, very expensive stakes for staking your tomatoes. Or otherwise you can get a bit of dead tree and use that, or you can slice up bits of wood from pallets, or, you know, some people make a hobby out of buying the most expensive things you can find for staking your tomatoes, but all you need is a sharp stick. Onions and leeks, more tomatoes. The garlic forest is progressing. That's pleasing. Yep, lots to do. I think what we're going to start with, now this might be a shock to some of you, I think what we're going to start with is putting the kettle on And while the kettle is boiling, we'll have a little go with some string. I don't like using this blue neoprene string, but it's what I've got, so that's what we'll use for now. These are the mystery bundle. When Francois gave them to me, he wasn't really sure what they were going to be, whether they're goods or whether they're cucumbers or courgettes or melons. He just had some odd plants and wondered if I had space for them. Yeah, I've got space for things. Space for apricot trees. I planted that one from a seed from an apricot that I ate, but this tree, this is a walnut, and this was a gift from the squirrels. The squirrels pinch the walnuts from all over the place. The nearest fruit-bearing walnut tree from here is several hundred yards away, and the squirrels pinch the walnuts and they bury them and they forget where they put them, and you end up with walnut trees growing. And I view it as, well, in the first instance it's not in my way. Secondly, it will give some shade and some windbreak for other things. But yes, lots to do.